responsible for policies that have caused health and human services disasters in impoverished communities of color through the domestic and international war on drugs that you championed as First Lady, Senator, and Secretary of State. And so I just want to know how you feel about your role in that violence and how you plan to reverse it.
Well, I feel strongly, which is why I had this town hall today, and the questions and the comments from people illustrated, there's a lot of concern that we need to rethink and redo what we did in response to a different set of problems. And, in life, in politics, in government, you name it, you got to constantly be asking yourself, is this working, is it not? And if it's not, what do we do better? And that's what I'm trying to do now on drugs, on mass incarceration, on police behavior and criminal justice reform, because I do think that there was a different set of concerns back in the 80s and the early 90s, and now I believe we have to look at the world as it is today and try to figure out what will work now.
I genuinely want to know, you and your family have been, in no uncertain way, partially responsible for it, more than most, right? Now, there may have been unintended consequences, but now that you understand the consequences, what in your heart has changed that's going to change the direction of this country? Like, what in you, like, not your platform, not what you're supposed to say, like, how do you actually feel that's different than you did before? Like, what were the mistakes? And how can those mistakes that you made be lessons for all of America, for a moment of reflection on how we treat black people in this country?
I just want to, and I apologize, we have...
I would really love to allow her to answer this question.
I'm not stopping.
We've worked really hard. We've driven so many hours.
We're not stopping. I'm just letting you guys know before, because we've got a couple more minutes. We still have more people in the workflow that are waiting. So I'm not interrupting what you're about to say. I just wanted to sort of give you guys a heads up on timing. So we've got...
Well, obviously, it's a very thoughtful question that deserves a thoughtful answer. And I can only tell you that I feel very committed to and responsible for doing whatever I can. I've spent most of my adult life focused on kids through the Children's Defense Fund and other efforts to try to give kids, particularly poor kids, particularly black kids and Hispanic kids, the same chance to live up to their own God-given potential as any other kid. That's where I've been focused. And I think that there has to be a reckoning. I agree with that. But I also think there has to be some positive vision and plan that you can move people toward.
Well,